88.1 XFM Tauranga State Music Station. Also another sponsored episode of Mic Time with Marty. Jet's Car Grooming, all the way from Tauranga. If you want your car spick and span, just go to Jet's Car Grooming. I have got a musician, singer, songwriter whose song Trouble has been trending all over TikTok. So say hello to Hazel Bloom.
What's up, everyone?
So first of all, how did you get into music?
Oh, music. I've been playing music since I was like 11 years old, I think. So I've been doing this for a long time. I was in bands since I was like 13. I grew up luckily with a bunch of friends that also were in the same like type of music scene, and everyone just happened to pick up an instrument from an early age. So I was pretty lucky with doing that. So just over the years, I've been in many bands, and everyone ended up I guess not having the same mindset in music, I guess, because music gets kind of hard to make it as a living, I suppose. So I ended up just trying to do this Hazel Bloom as solo. So that I've never done a solo career or anything solo with music. So it kind of took me a while to get into the thing. I started a couple years ago because I used to just play like bass and do backup vocals for bands. So I'd never had any experience like writing full songs by myself. So it's been a kind of a learning curve, but it's been great actually. So I guess that's the shorter background story of how I started.
No worries. So you have very extraordinary videos. You tend to like to sing lying down. Why is that?
It's actually funny. I don't know. I was kind of just scrolling through TikTok, and I didn't know really what to do. I kind of started off doing like just random videos with just like singing at like my home studio, and then I was like, I'm gonna try something else. So I think I might have saw like a video of someone laying down and doing something similar. So I was like, I'm just gonna give it a shot. So I started doing that, and then that's when that Trouble video blew up. So I was like, oh, I guess for some reason people like that, so I'm gonna give that a shot, and that's kind of why I just kept going with that. And I'm just kind of experimenting with all video content, I guess.
Fair enough. So there have been many renditions of Trouble, like talking about guys, talking about girls. I think someone did something about their pet. What's your thoughts about people, first of all, making covers of your song, but also you having to continuously find little tweaks about it?
Yeah, I actually think it's fun. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but it's actually a cover of songs. So it's actually a cover from it's actually very funny because I grew up in like the listening to, I guess, the emo pop punk scene, and then I had a very like scene stage, I guess. So I don't know if you ever heard of the band or the singer Never Shout Never, but he was like like a scene, I guess, a scene legend, as you can say, in that the scene. So I don't know. I remember hearing the song like, what was it, last year, and I was like, oh, I haven't heard that song in a while. So I figured I'd give it I just covered it just for fun, and that's actually how it blew up, I guess. People on TikTok, I guess, liked it. I don't know why. I think I was reading into a little bit. That song, I guess, also blew up on when Musically was still a thing before it transitioned. So I don't know if that has any connection at all. But anyway, I just gave it a shot, and then I actually thought it was pretty cool that people like wanted to like switch the genres around or whatever. So like anything that like makes the person enjoy the song more, I guess I'll give it a shot. So I thought it was pretty cool that people put their own spin on everything.
Fair enough. What was your reaction when your TikTok hit 1.2 million likes?
I have no idea, because like I've never had any success of that like multitude in music. So I was just kind of like mind blown that could even happen. And I also was like, it was just a random, like, it wasn't a highly produced cover. It was just literally a nothing special. It wasn't what is it called? It wasn't like produced in any way. It was just like kind of like a live little video. So I didn't even think it sounded too great. So I was just honestly in shock why it blew up so much, to be honest. I was not expecting anything like that at all.
Well, it's happened, so
Yeah, I'm very grateful for it. It's given me a lot of like more opportunities in music, and it's grown my music on like Spotify and just everywhere right now. So I'm extremely grateful for it. I just think it's very funny.
all right. Well, Hazel, are you ready to play the first game of the agenda?
Yeah. What's up with the game?
All right. So, how well are you about thinking on your feet?
Oh God, I'm I am terrible at thinking on my feet, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, I have faith in you. I'm gonna
All right,
ask you some quick fire questions. You just gotta answer them as quickly as you can.
all right. Are these one word answers, or what should I be prepared for?
Uh, one word answers, two word answers. I don't know. Depends on what you say.
All right.
Okay. Coke or Sprite?
Coke.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay. Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
Most famous celebrity you've met?
Oh God. I don't know if you count this as meeting someone, but I actually saw Willow Smith last weekend. But I didn't really meet her. I just ran into her. So I guess I didn't really say a cordial hello, but I guess does that count? I don't know.
Favorite color?
Blue,
Okay. Dark blue or light blue?
dark blue.
Okay. If you could visit one country, where would you go?
Oh, I don't know if this is where you're looking, but I always wanted to go to New Zealand. That is where I've always wanted to go. Is that where you said you were from?
Yes, New Zealand.
Oh, I would love to go there. That's definitely the top of my list.
Oh, sweet. If you can meet one celebrity, who would it be?
I would want to meet the singer of the 1975, if you know who they are. I've loved them for like since like their first album blew up. I've loved them since then, and he's just someone I kind of try to resemble musically and personality. So I guess that would be my top guy right now.
Okay. Are you a watcher or reader?
Oh, watcher. I try to read. Like I read every once in a while, but I guess I try to watch and like do audiobooks more.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Favorite movie.
What was that?
Favorite movie.
Oh, um, I guess the first one that comes to my mind is I don't know if you've heard of Her. It's called Her. It's about it has the actor from the Joker in it, but it's essentially he's a man that falls in love with like basically like something like Alexa, like a computerized voice. But it's a good movie. Something like that. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I would recommend watching it. Or that or oh this one came to my mind too. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So one of those two.
Favorite TV show.
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, okay. Favorite cast member from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, cast member. What would I say? I think they all have different personality. I guess I don't know if you're familiar with them, but I guess I'll say Marshall.
Mhm. Okay. And final question. Apparently, this seems to be the most hardest one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I plan to grow my music more and hopefully reach more fans. And I hopefully want to be a full-time touring artist. So I want to tour basically the world, I would say. So that is where I see myself releasing a bunch more music and gaining more credibility. So that is my goal.
Yeah, well, that wasn't hard at all. Okay,
Yeah.
Hazel, here is your chance for redemption. You get to ask me some quick fire questions. You can be as difficult as you want.
Huh. Oh God. Questions. I guess I'll ask. Have you ever been in a band yourself?
I was in a band in what you guys would call elementary, but we would call primary school. I'm actually a bass guitarist.
Oh, that's what I grew up playing as well. That's funny.
It was think I was like 9 or 10 when I first picked up the bass, and ever since then I've been hooked. So yes, I have.
Awesome. Hell yeah. I guess I'll start off. Are you doing music at all now?
Yeah, I dabble. I like to pick up my old guitar and have a little play around, but yeah, I really just like to listen to music. I like doing covers, busking, stuff like that.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Um, how did how did you make this show? I guess how did it come to start?
So I went to radio school for 20 weeks, and one of the assignments was to find a celebrity or influencer to interview. And I found a celebrity well known here in New Zealand. And then that celebrity ended up getting in touch with someone else. And it was just a vicious cycle. And I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. So I scrolled through TikTok or Instagram, messaging random people. Some of them left me on scene, some of them responded back saying no. And then it was the one that actually said yes. And I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. And I've been doing it for almost 2 years now.
Oh, awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. All right, a couple more.
All right. Let's see. I guess favorite food.
Macaroni and cheese and tiramisu.
Oh, hell yeah. And since I guess I've never been to New Zealand, what is your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing to see in New Zealand, I guess? Favorite outlook, I guess.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Yes, that is the main reason why I want to go to New Zealand.
No. Yeah, there's the tourist destination there. I was actually on a live with a magician called Smoothini who was on America's Got Talent, and he was saying the only reason he wants to go there or to come here is to go see it and also to meet me. But anyway, that and also just like our beaches, like I don't think they're quite as extravagant as Los Angeles, but yeah, I think our beaches and just our landscapes are beautiful.
No, yeah. I think New Zealand definitely triumphs Los Angeles.
Right.
Oh yeah. What do I have? One more. I guess where would be one place you would travel if you could go anywhere?
Mexico.
Mexico. All right. Any reason?
Oh, just the country, the colors, the food, the people, the language, everything. Even just hearing someone saying Espanol, oh, I get chills.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've been there once, but it was nice. I've never been to the city, but I've never really. I was only there for like a day or so, so I didn't really get to experience it. But I see that it's a beautiful place.
Yeah. What are you drinking right now?
Oh, I'm just having a nice coffee.
Okay, cool. So, when it comes to choosing covers or writing music, what's your thought process?
It kind of comes a few different ways. Like it's either what I'm listening to at the time, because like I said before, I grew up on like the whole emo pop punk scene. So like Yellow Card, Taking Back Sunday, all those bands. So I kind of try to pick like my favorite songs from all those bands and just put them out there. Some I take from like a lot of people putting comments on like TikTok and Instagram. So if I see one that I'm like, I forgot about that song, and I'll do that. And then other ways, if I just hear something on Spotify that I like, if I'm just listening to like shuffle or something, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll try that one. So it's kind of like a whole mess of things. It's just, I guess, how I'm feeling in the moment. If I'm like, oh, this song's cool, I'd cover that, then that's basically what I go for.
Okay, so if I was to ask you to do a cover of any Panic at the Disco song, what would it be?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, what is it? I love, I obviously love their first album. I think I can't remember the full name of the song. It's Lying is the Most Fun, I think. I can't remember the whole name of the song, but That I actually did 9 in the Afternoon a few weeks ago. I love that song. And I also love This Is Gospel. So I kind of like a few off all of his albums.
Oh, one thing about me is I love Panic at the Disco. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not emo or anything, well, kind of, but Panic at the Disco, every time I hear it, I just have to either sing along, get up and dance, or just.
Oh yeah, I think I would have to. He would also be another one if I could add someone. If I could meet him, I would love to meet Brendan Urie. He's definitely one of my favorite singers.
If you ever meet Brendan Urie, send him my way.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your thoughts about young musicians trying to not sort of copy you, but kind of do the exact same thing that you're doing?
I would say absolutely go like not that anyone's copying. It's like everyone like has like their role models or just people are trying to like take a page from their book. So you all everyone needs like influences.
Mhm.
So, like just like me, like I've like everything I do is like a form of something else that I've seen. So like if I've seen like just for covers, if I saw like a particular artist that I enjoy, if I see something he's doing or a song he's covering, I'm like, oh, maybe I should give that a shot because you look up to them. So I don't really see it as I guess copying. It's just everyone's trying to make it in their own way, and you take influences from people you would look up to. So I think that's I guess flattering. I don't know if it's exactly me that they're copying or whatever they're doing, but I like to be a more of a role model. I know I'm not like a huge artist as of yet, but I hope to get there and hope to be someone people can like look up to and aspire to be as a musician. So I enjoy it.
Okay, that's good. So, if you weren't to do alternate music, emo, what other song genre would you want to do?
So it's actually kind of funny because like I grew up, like I said, doing all that music, but when I started being like a solo artist, I was like, I didn't know anything about like producers or anything. I thought you needed like a whole band to make that type of music. So when I started like solo, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do like the pop punk type style. So I actually went to like more of the pop side.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you've heard of like Black Bear and Quinn 92. Those were kind of like the two people that I like really looked up to a few years ago. So that's like kind of the style of I guess the pop type music that was going out that I was trying to emulate. So I was like trying to do that, and I guess just the way I was brought up, my kind of like vocal style and music style, it kind of like feel like it fused like kind of like the alternative music with the new age pop music. So that's kind of how I guess got my sound as of right now.
Mhm.
So I guess to go back to your question, I was trying to do like more of the pop side of music, kind of like the Black Bear type, all that style.
Yes. So, you just released a single called "The Great Escape."
Yeah.
So, can you talk to us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So again, that's actually another cover. So I put that out on TikTok again, and it got pretty big. So I was like, oh, that was kind of like my idea for like this upcoming year. I was gonna put out a bunch of cover songs and see a bunch of cover songs on TikTok and see which ones like stuck. And
Mhm.
then I was just gonna, as I wait to like release my own music, I was just gonna like do a home recording of like the covers I do well and just put them out so for some people to listen to. So that's essentially what happened with that one. It's a cover by Boys Like Girls, if you ever heard of them. They're from my home city. So I don't know if I mean I guess they were pretty big, but I don't know if they're worldwide big. But that's it was another cover I used to listen to back when I was like 15. So I was kind of excited to release that. It has a good place in my heart, so it was a cool cover to do. That's the backstory.
Okay. Well, Hazel, have you seen a show called Hot Ones?
I have. I actually just saw the first one a couple weeks ago. I saw the one with Dave Grohl.
Right. So, of course, you know, Sean Evans, he gets his celebrity friends to eat hot wings. We don't have hot wings here, thank God. But
Yeah.
I'm going, wait, first of all, what's your spice tolerance like?
Like I'm not into hot wings that much, so I'm like a mild person. Like I'll eat hot wings if I need to, but I'm not good with spicy foods.
So, if I was to send something to you like Tabasco, what would you do with it?
I would use that. I'd probably put on like an omelet or a burger or something.
Okay, well, I'll make sure to send this to you because I don't do spice. Anyway,
Oh, all right.
so I'm going to take an idea from Sean's show, and I'm going to dabble into your Instagram, and you just have to explain that, Graham.
Just explain like the photo and all that.
Mm-hmm. Or
Sure.
video.
Hell yeah.
Right aside. All right, here we go. First one, I think is absolutely amazing. You chugging a boot.
Oh yes. So you just want the background of that photo?
Yeah.
I think what was that? That was actually a funny day. That was July 4th last year. So that's a holiday in the United States. I don't know if you know about that, but it was a holiday here in the United States. I was in Santa Barbara with my girlfriend, and we actually just got off. We met these two people that invited us on a boat. So we met friends and they invited us on a boat. But we didn't really know who they were, so we were actually kind of scared to go on the boat. So you don't know what happens on boat if you don't know these people. You could get killed. But anyway, they ended up being cool people. They were cool people and all that. And then we went and watched the fireworks. And then I guess to end off the night, I love like German beer gardens. So we found a German beer garden. I was like, oh, they sell boots. I'm not gonna not get a boot. So I ordered a huge boot, and I had to chug it in like 5 minutes because they were closing down. So that was a picture of me just about to chug that boot pretty much on July 4th.
Did you successfully chug it?
Not in one sip. No, not a chance. It took definitely at least like 10. But yeah, that was the background of that picture.
Fair enough. All right, next one.
That one. Oh, that's a House of Blues in Boston, Massachusetts. So I was actually seeing Quinn 92 actually. I was seeing his show. He just came out with his second album. I can't remember what album. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I was going with my girlfriend and some friends to see Quinn 92, and I actually took that photo because I listened to what's it called? What's his name? I was listening to that Biggie. I don't know if you know rap at all. I was listening to Biggie, and he has that big song Juicy, but it's called there's a line in it called, I think I actually named the caption of the photo of this, but it's called "Sipping on Booze in the House of Blues."
Yes.
So that's what I put the cover on. I was at the House of Blues, so I thought I needed to take a photo to make that caption. But yeah, I went to Boston to see Quinn 92, and I wanted to take a photo for that line. So I guess that's the background.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, this one, the caption is "Gotta make that bread every day."
All right, there's nothing special to this one. I was at Universal Studios in Hollywood. So that's just a theme park. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a theme park, kind of like Six Flags, I guess. But that's in like they have like this little Italian. I think it's Italian. I'm sorry if I messed that up, but it was something. There was a moped. It kind of looks like you're in Italy or Paris or something. And I think there was bread in one of those mopeds. It's not a real moped. I was just sitting in there, and I just thought up a funny caption, but I just took a photo in there because I thought it was funny.
All right, and this final one, the caption is "I don't want to be an asshole anymore."
Oh yes, that was yesterday. So that was with a couple of my friends. Obviously, we just took a photo in front of a cool backdrop in Silver Lake, which is where I live, and we just thought it was a cool photo, and it kind of looked like we were starting a band. So I just kind of captioned it. But then I was listening to this band, the Messengers. I don't know if you heard of them, but that's the name of one of their songs, and I just named it that because I was flipping the camera off.
Fair enough. So, what was your reaction when you found out that you hit 1,642,500 streams?
I was just mind blown because like I've never had that type of success ever in like the 14 years I've been doing music. So it's kind of just like mind blowing to me, and then I'm just excited that I've been working on this for so long. So I'm stoked it's finally something's finally happening. But I guess I just never thought it would. I guess it would happen that fast. I guess because it happened in like a month time. Because like I literally put that out on TikTok, and then I was like struggling or not scrambling to record the song. So I just put out the cover, and then I was like, huh, this seems to be doing something. So I just did a little home recording of the song in my bedroom and literally put it out like 3 days later. I had no marketing behind it, no strategy behind it. I just recorded it and put it up. No time to like promote it at all. And then it just blew up, I guess, on Spotify. So I don't know. It's been unreal the past year. I'm excited about it, and I'm just excited to keep going, to be honest.
Yeah. So those streams are covering 145 countries. So that's a lot.
Yeah. That like I don't even know. Like I don't even know what to say to that, to be honest, because I'm just a kid from a small town in Massachusetts. Like none of my family's in the music scene. Like I didn't grow up with like money to promote anything. So I've started from like the ground up building music my whole life. And it's very exciting to see it actually like start gaining some traction. So I'm very excited and blessed, to be honest.
The funny thing was, before our interview, I was on TikTok live, and I put as the title "Interview with Hazel Bloom at 7 a.m." and everyone's like a few of them were like trolls saying like, "Oh, who the heck is Hazel Bloom?" Everyone knows you. And then the other half are like, "How the hell did you get in contact with him?"
Oh, well, I didn't even know people. Honestly, I don't expect anyone to even know me on TikTok still. I just think that's wild.
Well, it kind of helped that I put Trouble on repeat.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Yeah. I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to play the proper game? Like this is the proper one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this game is called Third Time's the Charm, where I'm going to give you a category like music genres, chocolate, and you just go name 3 of them.
Oh, okay. 3 of them. Oh, you're asking for a lot here.
That's how we do it here. All right.
All right.
So name 3 brands of chocolate.
Hershey, Dove,
Yep.
Ghirardelli.
Yep. Awesome. Name 3 celebrities that you have met, and it can't be the ones you've already talked about.
That I've actually had a conversation with or just seen.
Bit of both.
That I've met. Oh my god. Who have I even met? This comes back to me. I'm terrible at thinking on my feet, so give me a second here.
No worries, man.
Who have I met? I guess I'll start with I met I don't know how he's not a huge artist, but he's an artist I look up to. He's called Anthony Russo. I met him a few months ago, but I guess I consider him a celebrity. He's a big musician.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess him, I'll take you as one. Yeah, like I said, I haven't really met too many celebrities, I guess. I didn't really meet him, but I was eating lunch and he was at another table. So I'm not just gonna include this because I'm terrible at thinking on my feet. But I saw Dylan Sprouse eating lunch. This was a couple years ago.
Mhm.
So I met him, I guess you can call him. And then I think, oh, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he's one of Tyler Posey, if you know who he is.
Yeah.
The guy from Teen Wolf. I saw him at a bar a couple weeks ago. So I guess I can count those. If I can, if after this, I'll probably start thinking about this, and I'll make sure to send you an email or something about the people I've actually met. But I'm very terrible when put on the spot.
No
But
worries.
I will definitely get a list.
Looking forward to it. All right. Name 3 modes of transport.
3 what?
Modes of transport.
Transport, like driving,
Yeah.
like a car.
Yeah. There's one.
Oh, okay. Car, boat, a plane.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Name. Thought I'd make it a little bit more easier. Name 3 foods you hate.
Oh, I hate. Let's see. I hate mushrooms.
Mhm.
What else do I hate? I wouldn't have it because I wouldn't buy it. I'm not a huge fan of vegetables, so I guess mushrooms. See, I'm very terrible at this game. I'm trying to see. What would I not eat? I don't like avocados.
Mhm.
And I guess seafood.
Okay.
That's very.
How about we change it up a little bit? Since you are a musician, how about we play the word association game? So I'm going to give you a word, and you got to sing a song with that word in it. It can't be an original; it has to be a cover.
Oh, I have to sing. I haven't prepared for this.
You want to do some vocal exercises first, or?
Oh, I don't have any vocal exercises, to be honest. What if I name songs?
Yeah, sure.
Let me see.
Well,
If it's something I really get into, maybe I'll sing it.
okay. How about this? I will put on a timer. Let's go 30 seconds. And I'll give you an artist, and you got to name as many songs as you can by that artist in 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Am I allowed to bring up Spotify? I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, I'll be generous. I'll make it 45 seconds.
All right.
Ready? All right, your first one. Let's go with Billie Eilish. 3, 2, 1.
Oh God, I do not listen to Billie Eilish. Happier Than Ever. That song that's like Bad Guy.
Yep.
Ocean Eyes. I honestly think that's all I know. I don't listen to Billie Eilish.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, man. You named 3 in 20 seconds. That's probably been the me. All right, next one. Let's go with Blink 182. 3,
All right.
2, 1.
All right. So they got I Miss You, First Date, All the Small Things. Oh, Stay Together for the Kids. What's that called? I can't think of anything more. What else do they have? They have like 17 albums. I can't think of more than 4 songs.
5, 4.
Oh, dude. I don't fucking know.
1.
Oh my God. See, I'm terrible at this. I'm terrible, but I guess it's good. It's a good brain game.
Yes. Okay. Next one. Let's go with. All right. Let's go with Panic at the Disco. 3,
Panic at the Disco.
2,
All right.
1.
All right. So they have This Is Gospel. They got 9 in the Afternoon. High Hopes. Lying Is the Most Fun. I know their whole album. I just can't think of any of the names. They have that song for that movie. I don't know what the fucking name is called. Hey Ma, I Made It.
5 seconds.
Keep going. Oh God.
All right. You name 5 of them.
5. It's 5.
Let's see if I can. How many I can name in 45 seconds. All
Yeah,
right.
you give it a shot.
Okay.
I'm terrible with this.
All right. High Hopes, Hey Look Ma, I Made It, Victorious, I Write Sins Not Tragedies, The Greatest Showman, Me with Taylor Swift, Nicotine, Girls, Girls, Boys, I'm getting stuck now. Shit.
Yeah, it gets mad hard.
Yeah. Victorious.
You said that one.
Oh fuck! I did 8. Okay, here we go. Shut up. This game sucks. All right. Last question for this game. Besides doing music and all your other stuff, show us a secret talent.
A secret talent.
Secret talent.
Secret talent. What else do I do with my life? I guess I grew up like skateboarding. I don't know if I can show you this because I'm in my apartment and I'll probably destroy the floors. But like I used to skate, so I can do a kickflip.
Okay.
I don't know if I can show that in here. I don't want to break anything. Do I have any videos? I don't think I have any videos either. But I guess that's one of my, I wouldn't call it a talent, but I used to skateboard, I guess.
Okay. Well, again, Hazel, I'm sorry, but here's your chance for redemption. You get to ask me to name 3 or something. You get to ask me about my secret talents. My show is in your hands.
Okay. All right. So now that I kind of know what we're going for, let's see here. Let me ask you this: what type of music are you specifically into? What is your favorite genre of music then?
Country.
Oh wow! All right. Let's see. The only country artist I really know is do you know Sam Hunt?
Yes.
All right. I guess we're gonna do the same music game. Whatever the time limit is, name as many songs of his.
Okay. Hold on. Where's my timer? All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so then 3 Sam Hunt songs. Okay.
Yeah.
Body Like a Back Road.
Yeah.
Take Your Time. 23. Of course.
Oh yes.
20 seconds, shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Me. House party. Breaking up like it was the 90s.
I know that song. Yep.
Break up in a small town.
You're doing much better than I do. All right. That was cool. All right, I guess. Do you have any talents that you can actually show?
I am a voice actor, so I can change my voice to sound like celebrities and shit.
No way. All right. Let me think of someone. Who has a distinct voice? Do you know who Gilbert Gottfried is?
Nope.
No? All right. Actually, your choice. Who's the best one you can impersonate? I just want to hear it, honestly.
Every time I meet a fan or something, they always ask me to do Donald Trump.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah. Like,
I'll take that. I'll take that one.
But well, my fellow Americans, we're gonna be the world. It's gonna be amazing. It's me, Donald J. Trump. Yeah.
All right. That was fantastic.
I can do Barack Obama. I can do guys from Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park, any Jim Carrey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mort, King Julian, Indian, Scottish. Yeah.
Let's see. All right, I'll have you do one more. Who did you say? Do someone from Family Guy.
Okay. Stewie Griffin, Peter Griffin, or Herbert the Pervert.
I feel like Stewie might be the hardest one. I would say.
You think? Okay. Ooh, yes,
I don't.
fine. Yes, I like some Cool Whip. Mummy, hi.
All right, that's fantastic. I don't know how that's even possible to do. So that is incredible, to be honest. I don't know how people can like move their voice like that.
No, it's fun, especially when I do a mixture between Marge Simpson, the Grinch, and Barack Obama.
You combine all three of them?
Kind of like have a conversation. I can also do Mr. Crocker from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, and yeah, they're all just voices in my head.
So I've always wondered this, honestly. I've never met anyone who's been able to do this. So if you can do all these voices, you must be a fantastic singer. Because if you can copy their voices, I feel like you can definitely throw your voice and sing really well.
Yeah, kind of.
So if you can copy all these voices, can you copy like singing voices too?
Oh God.
Is that completely different? I don't know.
It's kind of the same. Like there are people that can sound like music artists. I've never tried. Like I know guys that can sound like Green Day, Celine Dion, stuff like that. But I might have to try that out, and I'll send you a voice recording to ask what you
Dude,
think.
absolutely, yeah. That's just something I was always wondering, because I think if you can do all these voices, you gotta be able to sing pretty well, I would have to say. But maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. All right. Well, Hazel, I'm going to give you the floor. TikTok, Instagram, let the people know what's going on.
What about it?
Promote yourself.
Oh, okay. So this year, I'm sorry, I got hair in my mouth.
No,
That's embarrassing. Anyway, all right. So this year, since obviously the whole world has been a shit show because of the pandemic, so I guess I've been waiting. But this year, now I think I'm finally in a good spot. Like I have a whole bunch of like unreleased music I want to put out this year. I've just been trying to like save some money to save up some marketing funds, because I want to put a decent amount of money behind each like single or EP, whatever I put out. because I put a lot of time and effort. So that's just a personal goal. I want to put money behind it. But this year, I'm hoping to release like 2 or 3 more songs that go into next year. I'm gonna try to do like a song every month or two just to put out. But in the meantime, I try to do everything on TikTok, Instagram, try to put out like a cover or some type of video every single day. So I guess that's my goal for the rest of the year, putting out videos and then growing my actual personal music more. So I can get to that 5-year goal of actually like maybe getting with a label or just touring and seeing the world, touring and playing in front of fans. But that is my main goal for the rest of this year, just put out more of my solo music. So that is my short-term goal.
Okay, so where can people find you?
Literally anywhere on the internet. You can go Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. I have a website, but my tag is Hazel Bloom Music everywhere. My website is just hazelbloommusic.com. No, that's not Hazel Bloom Music. hazelbloomofficial.com. Sorry, but no one cares about the website anymore. Like I have merch on there if anyone cares about merch. But also if you want to listen to like my music, I'm on Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, YouTube, anywhere you can possibly think of. I'm pretty sure my music is there, and I'm on all major social media.
Okay. Have you heard of an app called Cameo?
I have, yes.
You have. Have you ever tried enrolling as a talent?
They reached out to me a few times actually to go on there, but I don't know. I was kind of like weary on going there because I don't consider myself a huge artist. I don't know why people would actually want to. I honestly don't know what Cameo truly is. I know like people go on there to say like happy birthday as a celebrities or something like that, but I mean, I would try to go on there if someone persuaded me, but I don't see why I would go on there. If you have any insight, actually, I'm curious.
Well, for some reason I'm on there. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. I did an interview with a guy called the Magpie Man who can sound like a magpie, which is our native bird here. And he sent me his code, and I'm now a talent on Cameo for some goddamn reason.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess I could give it a shot. I would maybe go on there.
well, after this I can send you my code and you can have a look and see if you like it or not. Or
Yeah, because like I just like know of it. I just know like there's some people from like the office where you pay them and they send you like some like voice recording or a video or something. I don't really know what else it offers, but that's all I know about it.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it's a little bit of extra cash for everything else, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Hazel, this is going to be the last question of the interview. If you could see anyone on this show, who would you want?
Oh,
Make it real.
anyone at all. Doesn't matter how famous they are or not.
Make it a little bit realistic.
Okay, reasonable. All right. This he's actually one of my favorite artists that I've personally found on TikTok, but I don't know if you've heard of Nick D.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been one of my like favorite artists right now, and I found him on TikTok. He's definitely getting big, but I think he's still pretty reasonable. I think he would probably go on there. I know he has his own talk show, so that would be someone I would like to see. I think he's a cool guy. He has a really cool personality, and I guess he's just one of the people I look up to right now.
Okay. So, what's the time for you right now?
What time is it? I think it's like 11 a.m. It's almost noon. Yeah, almost noon.
So what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Today I have to do a little small thing for work. I gotta go grocery shopping, and then I might go with some friends. There's like a vegan festival up in the valley in LA, so maybe I'll go there. But that is my rough plan for today.
Hmm, sounds fun.
Yeah, there's something to do. There's always something.
Okay. All right. Well, Hazel, thank you so much for taking your time. I'll make sure to send you the link so you can brag to everyone that you're on mic time with Marty. Not that it means anything, but hey, it's something. Um,
Absolutely.
and yeah, if you want to do another interview or something further down the track, let me know. And who knows, maybe when you become big, rich, and famous, we could do this again sometime.
Yo, absolutely. I truly appreciate you like reaching out to me at all just to do this and taking time to wake up at 6 a.m. to do this with me. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Man, I was actually going to ask, what was your reaction when I asked you for this interview?
Honestly, I thought it was really cool because like I said, I come from a small town. I've never felt like any like recognition from anyone. So I just thought it was amazing that someone would actually reach out and want to interview me about music at all. So I just thought it was amazing and I truly appreciate it.
No worries, man. Expect a duet from me on TikTok to promote this. Also, a few Instagram stories. It's what I do
Oh, hell yeah.
afterwards. But yeah, again,
Absolutely.
thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing what you produce this year. And if you ever come to New Zealand, let me know. I'll show you around or my skirts or whatever you want to call it.
Oh no, absolutely. You're the only person I've ever met from New Zealand, so you will be the first person I contact.
Wait. Yeah, sweet. All right, thanks a lot, Hazel.
Dude, thank you so much. Again, I appreciate it so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day at least.
Yeah, same with you, man. I might get some sleep for my next interview, so.
Oh yeah.
All right, catch you later, man.
Dude, thank you. See you, man.